Yes, welcome to part number 2 of episode 3 of Reroll. I am Mr. Baz, picking up where we left off here in the Iron Tomb, doing more trash pulls, right after we killed the first boss from the last part, which you saw. Very easy fight, as I said before. Picking it up here, just doing trash. Now, there's going to be 3 more parts after this one. The reason I decided to do that is because YouTube can be very, very strict or finicky with how long your videos can be. As you can see from last episode number 2, I couldn't load up the other parts of my DC Universe coverage because they decided that 15 minutes and 39 seconds was too long, whereas one of my other videos was 15 minutes and 23 seconds long. So I had to try to split that second part up, and my files ended up getting corrupted. I couldn't recover it, and I decided, hey, I don't feel like casting this anymore because that episode wasn't that well done anyways, because I suffered a little bit from tunnel vision trying to play and cast at the same time and talk about everything I thought of DC Universe, and I kind of got scatterbrained since I was doing it as a live cast while recording game footage. And I do apologize about that, but I mean, from what you could tell from part 1 of DC Universe, you know, it was a game that I had fun with at the beginning, but as I played more and more, I got more and more bored with it. So far, that's not happening with Rift. I'm loving every second I'm playing of it, which is awesome. You know, I'm having a lot of fun with this game, especially since I rolled this mage. Oh man, I mean, even though it's class kind of a role I'm not as comfortable with. You know, range class as opposed to melee, a healer for dungeons above all that, as opposed to a tanker or DPS. It's very different. Very, very different, but I'm still having a blast. I'm actually liking this more than just straight up DPSing. I mean, even in other dungeons I've done so far, I've done a secondary off healing or support role as opposed to just straight up pew DPS. And so far from pugs, what I'm finding is that people in this game are more willing to switch. They're more willing to come out of, they're not just like, oh, I'm DPS, that's all I do. They're like, oh, hey, do you think do you want me to be a bard as opposed to just a straight up assassin to kind of help you out there? Or do you want me to just, what do you want me to do? People are more willing to adapt and change the situation. There are times where you'll need the extra heals or extra support to make things work easier and not be as trying. And the fact that so many people are willing to do that in this game is fantastic. I'm loving that so far. There's not so many, as some people call them, wrath babies going around here just saying, oh, I should do I'm just doing this. I'm not going to heal. What are you thinking? Me using the complete ability of my calling? How dare you? How dare you assume this? But anyways, we're going here and starting, looks like we have a quest giver up here, and everyone needs to do it, which is awesome. So we're going to get it done. More trash, folks. Yes, more trash. I'm pretty sure, I don't know. I'm sure we wipe at some point in this video, and we'll get to see how that goes. But anyways, going on to this quest. One thing I forgot to mention, which I find awesome in this game, when you're doing a dungeon, they don't have a summoning stone. But when you're in a group, as soon as one person enters the dungeon, as soon as one person walks through the portal, everyone in the group is summoned there. It will come up with a little message that says, oh, your group is entering in a dungeon. Would you like to come along? Yes or no? You can choose yes, and everyone will port there at the same time. This also happens when you wipe. The first person to run back will instantly port everyone else that's running back there. It's one of those things where it's not like completely game-changing, but awesome enough where you're like, I'm really glad they did this. This is a great feature to have in here. Instead of having to click on portals or, hope, oh, we need 2 more people to summon this one person. No. As soon as one person goes there, anyone can go there. So you could be halfway across the whole game world and you can get someone there. I love that. It's great. Anyways, back to dungeons. Cast Nature's Touch. Vile spores. You must hate my voice. Yes, we're doing dungeons. I love you. Anyways, you guys are gonna get sick of my voice singing. I will do it all the time. I like randomly popping out in song and dance. That's right, because my life is a musical, folks. It is a musical of epic proportions. No, it's not. Who am I kidding? More trash, more trash. Trash when you're playing is boring. When you're casting, it can kind of be boring. Because it's nothing special. No special things to worry about. It's just trash. And I say that after, you know, my group dies on trash. Anyways, going forward, making our way to the second boss, which is a group of 3. The 3 Kings is what they are called. It is a mage, a tank, and a healer. And I'm sure everyone will know which they need to kill first. Oh, my tank is dying! Bloom him! Bloom him! Gwenfear, do not die! Nature's touch! You should have done that first! Oh, tank's giving me heart attacks. Taking too much damage. Excuse me. I find when the tank is getting, you know, getting a lot of damage, I panic. And that's something I never really did as a DPS class. Or a tank, you know, if the healer pulls aggro, it's like, yeah, I have a taunt button. Instant cast usually. I'll get him right back. As a healer, especially as a chloromancer, excuse me. Yeah, especially as a chloromancer, I don't have any instant heals besides Ruin, which, you know, just does damage, and I do get healing done based on the damage I do. But it's not an instant, you know, big heal to the tank. And the fact that I do not have one of those oh crap buttons, you can kind of get panicky a little bit. Now, here is the second boss, the 3 Kings. As you can see here, there's a little bit of an RP thing going on. And even though I've never been to this dungeon, our tank, Gwenfear, has, which is awesome because he's able to tell us what we basically need to do in order to get done. Otherwise, we'd have no idea what's going on here. Now, these bosses spawn one at a time, and after you kill them, all 3 of them will spawn at once, and there is a certain order you're supposed to kill them in. They're supposed to kill the healer, the mage, and then the tank, I believe. I believe that's what he says. Yeah, we do them all solo first and all 3. So I believe this is the tank one that spawns first, and then there's, I forget which one spawns after that. That's very straightforward, you know. It's introducing a little bit of a mob swapping kind of mechanic here. Nothing really that difficult. I believe it does get a little messed up toward the end, but you know, it's not that hard. It's rather straightforward. Like I said, really simple. We're really kicked this guy's ass, man. Woo! Went down fast. Squishy mage. Picking up some quest items here from one of the quests we have to collect the staves. Or staves, which is a plural of staffs, being an English major, haha. As I say staffs first. Yeah, you need to get all 3 weapons or items from each of these bosses in order to complete the quest. Very standard stuff, and pew-pewing the healer, the healer's almost dead. Yeah, and now here come all 3. With their powers combined, they are boss number 2 of Iron Tomb. And we all focus on the healer first. You can see the tank right there and the mage casting on the side. AoE, don't stand in it. What are you guys doing? Standing. Do not stand in the crap. Do not stand in the crap. I believe it's just slowing again. It's nothing. Not a big thing. Oh, the tank is dying. Mr. Baz, healer, what are you going to do? Yes, cast a healing spell. There you go. Oh, opportunity. My favorite. It's one of the things I love about having a warlock as one of my other souls for this spec is the fact that I get occasionally an ability to instantly cast a spell. It's fun. I hate cast times. Who am I kidding? That's one reason why I usually prefer melee classes is because most of their abilities or skills are instant cast. You're not sitting there waiting and hoping that you don't get interrupted. Ah, but here we go. Killing the tank last. We defeated them. Yep. Easy enough. Oh, and there's this wonderful quest here that takes forever to do, and I ended up not completing it because I wasn't paying attention. And this is where you have to lasso up ghosts and pretend to be a ghostbuster in medieval times. That's right, you take ghosts and you bring them into that shining trap. You're like, come here, I have some candy for you, ghost. It's special spectral candy that you can eat. It's tasty, you'll love it. We're gonna bring you to the shiny light, which you never have gone to before, and even though people say don't go to the light, that's what we're gonna do. Never mind the fact that it says spectral trap. No, it's candy, I swear. Would I lie to you, ghost? Would I lie? As you can see me running around like an idiot, not knowing exactly what I need to do, and then there's a one smart person who's just like, screw it, I'm not going to do anything, you guys can do all this crap, I'm just going to sit here and twiddle my thumbs, because thumb twiddling is for pros. That's right, I am a professional level thumb twiddler. That's right, I get paid. I get paid a lot. Vitamins. Thumb commercials. You ever see those commercials where someone flexes their thumb like it's an arm or a muscle? Yeah, me neither. Because they don't exist. Because professional thumb twiddling sadly doesn't exist. Otherwise, I'd be in a different profession, let me tell you. Anyways, yes, I lassoed one. Oh, he's a fighter. He is trying to fight to get away, and he's doing that deceptively by following me exactly where I'm going. Bring him to the light. Ah, yes, we have 4 more to go, and I'm just going to run around more and more like an idiot. Yes, I'm a healer. It's what we do. I'm sorry, I don't mean to badmouth healers. We all don't just run around, just me, Mr. Baz, because I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, what's over here? If there are more mobs over here, I'm probably going to die. Do you know why? Because my tank's not there. Yes, healers, never, ever run away from your tanks. Rule number 1 in Healing 101. Tanks are your friends. They're what keep you from dying. Especially when you're a squishy healer who's wearing cloth armor. That they can get clobbered like an idiot. It is ridiculous. Yes, you should never leave your healer just in case. Or never leave your tank just in case you're not doing it right. No, and that one gets caught again. And even though someone says we don't need any more, I go and get one anyways. I'm like, aha! I don't believe you. I don't trust you. You're not telling the truth. And plus, this one was just giving me the eye, so I was like, you know what? You're gonna get trapped. And little did I know that when I go back there, the trap is done. It is gone, and that's the part of the quest I missed. It's the fact that I did not deactivate the trap or seal it. Anyways, this finishes up part number 2 of episode number 3 of Reroll. I am Mr. Baz, of course, and we're going to be following this right up with episode number 3, part number 2, or part number 3. I am even confused by all these different numbers, but I will see you right after this. Part number 3. Go watch it now.